Hello, I'm Patrick Heumann and I want to welcome you to my new series, Honest Reel Reviews. I worked as an animation supervisor on lots of big Hollywood movies in companies like Method and MPC. During my career, I saw a lot of reels from applicants, but I hardly got the chance to actually tell them what I honestly think about their reel, or analyze their animations, or give them constructive feedback to actually help them advance in their career. So I thought this would be a great idea to review reels with you guys and get you behind the scenes and my thought process, what I as an animation supervisor look for, how I review reels in the first place, and what my thought process is behind that. Normally my day as an animation supervisor is busy with lots of meetings, reviews, guiding animators, and then sometimes the disturbing part of my day is actually reviewing applicant reels. Well, I love watching reels, but normally during the day I hardly have time for that, so it disturbs my day-to-day flow. So I try to get rid of the reels quickly. This sadly doesn't leave me enough time to watch the reels in all the depth you deserve. So that's why I'm here. How do I actually review a reel? Let's start with Aram. So first I look at their CV and see how much experience the animator has, where he worked, and try to gather as much information about him or her as I can. Because when I watch the reel, the experience needs to somehow match the quality of the reel. So when I have an animator with 10 years experience, I expect a different reel than from a fresh graduate, obviously. So Aram, this gentleman here, by the way, he's one of the best animators I know. Currently working for me at Method Studios, so I hired him for a reason. I just want to tell you, this guy can animate. He works also as an animation consultant, providing animation feedback for students. Key animator at MPC, where I worked with him on Godzilla. Let's have a look how his reel actually looks like. Yeah. Yeah, I really like those shots. With these big creatures, all these shots are just epic, I think. Yeah, that's cool. And we have a tiger. Is this tiger singing? That's a great cut from the beast to the duckling. That's pretty cool. Great action there. That's cool. Yeah, awesome body dynamics when this falls down. I love the small detail with the foot in the mouth. It's great. But we come back to these later. Yeah, Mothra versus Rodan. There was an epic sequence there. And ending with boom. Awesome. So that's a pretty awesome reel with the shots he has on there. Not too sure about the music in the background. Sounds like Lindsay Sterling a bit to me. But honestly, I hardly ever have sound on when I watch reels. Normally only when I expect some lip sync. Then I want to, well, hear how the lip sync is. But otherwise, I just normally shut it off and then just turn on the music when I need to. Let's scrub through a bit here. So obviously these shots are pretty epic. The beginning, bam. Yeah, this lift off, the wings come down. Boom, he catapults up. Another tiger. Tiger looks pretty cool. I wonder what production this is because of the weird buildings in the background there. But the animation of the tiger jumping up looks really cool. Now that shot. I'm quite happy that he has this shot on his reel so I can talk about something. The first thing that struck me was this one here. As you can see, the tiger's coming out of his head, which is normally not a place where tigers come out of, right? The first thing I would tell my animator during production when he shows me something like this is put a holdout on top of the head. Just put a sphere there. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just don't show me things you don't want feedback on. So he should hide that. Also, just for the presentation wise, it just looks ugly. Then we have this awesome cool dude here in the background, this blue guy, which is funny. Which is typical. Like, this helps during a shoot to know the actors where to look at. It dictates a bit of the timings and all the stuff, so then we can match when the tiger is going onto the stone there, which he followed quite nicely. Sometimes I see animator put a reference in the corner of a shot, which is amazing, by the way. I love when animators put reference in their reel because it shows me that they actually work with reference. I saw a lot of reels which were quite off from how real animals move, so it was so obvious that they didn't work with reference. Now this shot, I think, is by far the weakest shot in the reel, including this one here. So this drove me really off because of where his things are. So what do we do when we're not sure if this is correct or not? We ask Google. This bone versus the shoulder blade, it just looks dislocated. When you watch this line, always watch the silhouettes. So when he's going down here with his straight back, this just doesn't look natural. So I really wish there would be reference in here so we can compare a bit how a real tiger is doing this. Even though on the artistical side I wouldn't go down that much, I would kick these two shots out. This one is cool, leave this in, but don't show these two. They are just not on the same level as the rest of the reel. Because when we look at this, this here, this is such beautiful cartoon animation, and it's top level cartoon animation. It's fantastic. And then we have this top level creature animation, which is amazing as well. I just wish the quality of these images of Godzilla would be like full HD or something like that. This looks heavily compressed. I really like this grip here. Now that shot. It's never easy to really get the interaction between character to work. It's highly difficult, especially when we look at this part on the screen left leg of the duckling. Just is a bit stiff. This is fine, and then here, this part here freezes in frame, in space, and in camera space. I really like how the duckling puts some foot in the mouth. That's so cool. I also love how the goose here uses her wings to grab the duckling, and you don't question if this works or not because Aram was smart here and used this feather here as a thumb to grab it, which is pretty cool. So it works. See, they just used last feather here as a thumb, and it's really cool because they left a negative space between the thumb and the feathers, so you actually can read it as a thumb, and the whole grabbing makes sense suddenly. It's pretty nice what they did there design-wise. Yeah, I like how the duck falls down there, the goose, or whatever animal that is. I really like that shot. When it comes to the energy of a shot, it's sometimes hard to match the energy level you need on the performance side. you're sometimes too internal, like, oh, well, I don't know, or you went too wide, like, oh, I don't know. It's not easy sometimes to reach the right level there, and I think this was really well done here. There's a really subtle shake in there, which breaks up the whole performance a bit and gives us this nice realism to it, this nice subtle shake. It's really nicely done here. Now that shot. It's not a rhythm in use, so I just would have done it differently. This character and this character. Let's watch that guy first. We see the car going down again, but he keeps on flying up to this point. They should have the same arc. You can then delay him a tiny bit, but this just feels too much disconnected here. Also, I don't understand this body rotation here. And then the other one on the left side, he is, on the other hand, too glued to the car. They both go down at the exact same time, which they probably would in real life, but I would have him a tiny bit higher, also a tiny bit higher, to just offset him a bit from the car so they don't go down at the same time. Now I don't know all these characters, but really this long arm looks like a bit of a stretch. And maybe you could have used this piece to open up a tiny bit to help the overlap, so the car goes back, but then you have some elements of the car who continue for 1 or 2 frames longer to help the direction change and help to get it more weight in there. I don't know how the bumper is rigged, but maybe the bumper could have been a smaller, because here the bumper clearly hits the ground, and if you use this to shake something up a bit to help the overlap, could have been an idea. That's cool. So he ended this real strong, he began the real strong. In the middle we had some weak parts. I would cut them out. My rule is basically, if you have 30 seconds of really good animation, that's all you need. Because if you show me like 30 seconds of brilliant animation, I'm like, yeah, hire that guy. Saves me time, and I only see top-notch quality. If you have a minute of animation, 1.5 minutes of animation, I want to see variations. What else can you animate really well, which is different from the opening shot? Cool. So that was a nice reel. Gave some feedback, and that's it about Aram. Next week we will probably see a reel from Sagar, another fantastic animator. I haven't seen his reel yet, so we will find out next week. If you like this, if you want to have your reel reviewed, please leave me a message below. Subscribe if you like it, leave me a thumbs up if you're happy, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.